Good morning, morning bear. So, Dog Walk Diaries, episode 29. What's on my mind today? Well, I've got a few interlinked concepts going on in my mind, and they're led from the book I wrote several years ago about adaptability. And writing a book's a great way to learn. It consolidates a lot of your thinking, a lot of these ideas into a place that hopefully makes sense. The first one I want to talk about is think long, plan short. And really that mindset is about the speed of feedback loops. So what do I mean by that? In an exponential world, time is accelerating. So what was a long period, perhaps a few decades ago, of thinking in half decades, maybe even centuries, depending on your philosophy, was valuable and helpful, and it helped you prepare and predict, coming to yesterday's, about what to do, the decisions to make. And you could get feedback slowly. You could get feedback in communications that might take a long time. It would perhaps be a letter that was sent that would take a while to get to you. You had time to reflect and then respond accordingly. Now things are much more instant. And so what I mean by think long and plan short, long is also compressed. So long might actually mean in your industry, in your business, in your career, perhaps just a year. Plan short, definitely 90-day cycles, but maybe even quicker than that, maybe even weekly. So thinking about the speed of the feedback loop, how quickly do you get the information back to you from the source, and then react or respond to it? And a little tip. Several months ago, I implemented a change in my calendar and diary management. I talked about no meeting Wednesdays before. But what I've also been doing for some time, but even more rigorous now, is the pre and post meeting buffer. So setting out, depending on the meeting itself, somewhere between 15 minutes and 30 minutes before and straight after. The before, get my head in the game. What's the purpose, ideal outcome, maybe some preparation documents before. Be in the meeting, fully present, use breath work, use a lot of different techniques to make sure I'm really, truly there, able to get the feedback at speed during the meeting. And then afterwards, the follow-up. So is this something I need to respond to right now? Is it a new decision I need to make, communicate to my team, to others? And do I need to react in the moment very quickly? Do I send follow-up to that person, to other collaborators? Or do I give myself time to maybe respond after a good night's sleep? All of those things often just merge into, I didn't have time for it, and we don't respond to the follow-ups and the opportunities for several days. So the speed and momentum is really important. So a little tip for you about think long, plan short, and in your calendar management, get a pre and a follow-up, a post of each of your critical meetings and critical sessions so that you can really maximize them rather than just going back to back, meeting to meeting, and then not really landing any value or adapting the way you actually work. Long one today, but hopefully you got value from it. Thank you. Bye-bye.